I've been pushing very hard for industrial hemp in Calumet County because we are the second worst polluted county in the state because of a defoliant known as acrolein. And according to the EPA, the amount of acrolein that's in our soils is 10 to the 43rd power greater than the safe level for this defoliant. And industrial hemp would cause them to not have to need defoliants on their land. We can take a guy that's just barely getting by on a 40-acre farm, and he can actually make a decent living just in the fiber and making hemp seed sprouts, because the hemp seed sprouts are better than 23% protein, and they contain all 11 amino acids that rebuild your immune system. And when you strip the fiber and the seeds in the field byproducts get turned right back into the soil, and that provides the nutrient base for the next crop that comes in. In Wisconsin, it can be a two-season crop. So you're talking about the ability to greatly reduce pollution runoff into our field streams, as well as the medical byproducts that come from it. There's one particular cannabinoid, CDB, and it has shown remarkable results on people with bipolar syndrome. And that's a major ailment that we have in this country, and I didn't realize it until it happened to my oldest son. And then through NAMI, I started finding out, just how bad things were. And research is just freshly coming out of Canada with that, and I think we owe it to the people to give them the chance to go back to something that worked historically and can work for us again without having to go through the incredible extraction processes, like when they created Marinol and turned what could have been something good into something deadly. It actually almost killed Jackie. You were one of the first Marinol patients, I think, weren't you? Here?
In Wisconsin, pretty close to it.
And it almost killed her. They were trying to give that to me, and I refused to take it, just because I knew Jackie's face. It's like, no thanks, I'm already in a chair. I don't need to test my fate any farther than this. But for us in Calumet County, we have such a tremendous amount of cancers and birth defects and problem pregnancies, and all of it's directly related to acrolein. And we use so many metric tons of this stuff on the soils just to make it so that the swamp grass doesn't grow into the cornfields. And that's killing off more of our people than auto exhaust. The first worst county for pollution is Milwaukee, by the way, and it's because of auto exhaust. But for us, it's what we use to treat our soils to be able to grow corn with. And for being in the middle of a giant swamp, which the Brilliant Marsh area is, it's proving to be more detrimental to the people than it is a help. Because what little that they're getting for feed and for regular corn crops, what they have to do to the soil, and the money return that they get on that cuts so deeply into what they, the money that they make, that they're praying that the subsidies from the milk market comes in and help them out. Where if it went with commercial hemp creates a very dense root base, because it's something like over 100 seeds to a square foot, which is more than what you would plant with corn. And in doing that, you don't have to put down herbicides. You'll get that out of the system, and probably will take 20 years to get it out of the ground, but by retting the product in the fields, you keep putting back what you're taking out, and you're creating a balanced carbon, balanced nitrogen release and consumption, where now it's way out of whack. And this way we would be saving our people. And it would give us the opportunity to create natural medicines that would work better for them than more dangerous pharmaceutical products. There's, you work at Channel 11. How many commercials do they run where they tell you this product will cure your runny nose, but it could lead to, an exploding ulcer or some other fine mess, that you don't want.
Or possibly death.
Yeah, or possibly death, yeah, but you won't have a runny nose, It'll be the driest nose corpse in the planet, but,
With medicine, that's what is so important because, like you said, we don't want pesticides, herbicides. We want a clean product. I mean, if you go to a pharmacy, you don't want something that's like a tainted medicine that you don't know what's in it. You want to know exactly what you're getting.
Yeah, and well, actually, when Tammy Baldwin used to be a state senator out of Madison, Jackie and I, Ben Mazel, we were all at a meeting trying to outline some of, what qualified as medical use, and what was the difference between somebody that grew for somebody who can't grow, that obviously has a black thumb, and what separated them from being a regular drug dealer. And we sat and talked until we came down to the fact that if they did it without profit margin, if you grew indoors, if it was enough to pay for your electric bill and you were giving it to somebody, then you're not a dealer. What you're doing is you're providing, an herbal remedy, and that's how the FDA looks at medical hemp. It's only the states that consider it a narcotic, and that's because it's been mislabeled.
When do you think it'll be voted on?
That's a good one. I mean, my local guy is Al. He's like 3 steps from my house, so I'm constantly in his face, and he's saying, "Oh, it's probably not going to happen," but I'm saying, "Yeah, it will." It's still hung up in the healthcare community.